Hi, I'm here to pick up a prescription.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
Good, thank you.
Are you picking up for yourself or for somebody else?
For me.
Okay, and your name?
Henry Potter.
Okay, great. I just saw him come through for that. Would you mind having a seat with me for a little bit?
Sure.
So I wanted to talk to you today. It looks like we have for the Complera. Is that what you were expecting today?
Yeah, sounds right.
Great. All right. So I just wanted to run through directions with how to take it, side effects, any questions or concerns that you have, and hopefully it'll just take a couple minutes and we can get any questions answered.
Okay.
Does that sound all right with you?
Yep, that's fine.
Before we start, can you just confirm your birthday for me?
Yep, May 15th, 1978.
Great. And is this address that we have on file still appropriate?
That's me.
Great. So I don't have down any drug allergies. Are you aware of any that I can update?
Nope, that's correct.
Okay, that's great as well. In terms of other medications that you're taking, I have the loratadine and then the APhA.
Yeah, I'm stopping now.
Okay, that's exactly what I was going to ask you. So the
Okay.
doctor was able to talk with you about that?
Yeah.
And that's going to be stopped when this new one is started?
Yes, I'm
Great.
using this instead.
What other medications are you taking? Any kinds of other prescription medications, over-the-counters, vitamins, supplements?
Nothing else.
Okay, so it looks like we're pretty up to date here then.
Yeah.
So I'll go ahead and get started and show you. This is what it's going to look like,
Oh, okay.
just so you can get a visual on it. So it's called Complera. You'll see there's kind of 3 different dosage strengths. What it is, it's actually a combination of a couple different drugs. So that's why there's so many numbers right there.
Okay.
Complera is the brand name, and a lot easier to say than the other 3 drugs.
Okay,
But,
that's cool.
And that's what that's about. So what did the doctor explain to you in terms of what this is for?
For HIV.
Correct. So what this medication does is it kind of works to help the progression of the disease. It can't treat it, but it can definitely help with the progression. So it's a very good drug for that.
Okay.
What did he tell you about how to take it?
Well, it was once a day with food.
Yes, that's perfect. So with this, adherence or making sure you're taking it every day is going to be extremely important. So I'm not sure what works for you in terms of setting up a schedule to take it, but the most important thing is taking it. So I'm not sure if there's a spot that's good in your house to put it, if you want to set an alarm on your phone. What do you think would be something that would work for you?
Well, I work at night, and I could do it right before I go to work.
Yeah. Are you
Same time.
able to have some food at that time?
Yeah, I usually eat dinner before I go in because I work overnight.
Perfect. That sounds great. When you can make it a part of your schedule, it's a lot easier to remember it.
Okay.
What did the doctor mention in terms of side effects?
Well, I'm changing drugs because I was having a lot of dizziness with the other drug.
Okay.
And I'm hopefully not going to have that with this drug.
So,
And that's really what that's all we talk about.
yes, that's a great point. So this drug, I'll just let you know, for some people it can make them dizzy, but it's definitely a little bit different than the other drug, and it's not something that happens with everybody. So I definitely think we still give this a try. It's something to be aware of, but it definitely does not mean it's going to happen, and even if it does, it's possible that it would still be much more tolerable than the other medication.
Okay.
How do you feel comfortable-wise with that? Is that something that you're willing to try?
Yeah. Well, the other one was
Not
interfering
good.
with work, so
Oh,
I'm
no.
willing to try it. Yep.
No, I'm sorry to hear that. That's very frustrating when it interferes with other parts of your life. So I'm hopeful that this medication is at least going to be worth a really good shot and hopefully won't interfere like that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. Just another thing I'll let you know. It can keep you up a little bit, but if you're going to work anyways after taking it, shouldn't be too much of an issue. And then sometimes, because it does help kind of boost your immune system to kind of, slow this progression. If there are any kinds of other autoimmune type diseases that you had, or let's just say you kind of had an infection that's been not being fought, those can actually kind of come out a little bit just because your immune system's now boosted up and ready to fight. So once again, very rare, but just something to be aware of if you notice any kind of new symptoms or side effects.
Okay.
Just to let myself and your doctor know, just so we can make sure everything's looking okay with that.
Okay.
In terms of if you miss a dose, if it's like 30 minutes later, go ahead and take it. If it's a long time away, just wait till the next morning. We have 3 refills. Keep it in a cool, dry place.
Okay.
Before we wrap up here, can you just tell me how you're going to take this, just to make sure I covered it clearly?
Yeah, I'm going to do, you said it's important to take it at the same time every day.
Correct.
But I'm going to do it with dinner before I go to work. And you said I might, side effects, there's some serious things like a boosted immune system, but if I feel weird, just let you and my doctor know if that happens.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, that's great. And if you have any other questions, give us a call back. I think that this will work well, like you said. Just try to be as adherent as possible, taking it every day, and I think this is going to work really well for you. So thank you very much for taking the time to sit down with me today.
Okay.
I really appreciate it. Give us a
you.
call if you have any questions or concerns.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.